Unfortunately, I can't go on sheep hunts every year. I'm an average guy going on average hunts. Do-it-yourself, public land, that appeals to me. And in the end, I think it really adds to the adventure. This past October, I set aside a handful of days to hunt spot and stock mule deer in eastern Montana. This was going to be my first attempt at a buck with my bow. As I hit that final dirt road, I couldn't help but feel the anticipation starting to build. Hopefully all my time spent looking over maps was going to pay off. Well, we got a buck spotted. He's a funky looking 3x3. He's thick, kind of got a little bit different frame to him. And we're probably about 150, 200 yards from him right now. It's super windy, but I think we're gonna go in for a stalk. If we can get super close, like 15, 20 yards, might take a shot, so we're gonna see how it goes. Got to about 40 yards there. The terrain wasn't just working right just to get close enough there. 40 yards is a little far on that buck, and he's a funky 3x3. He was worth the stock, but kind of borderline of what we're trying to shoot right now, so it's good to get a stock in. We're gonna keep working back towards the truck. we were coming into this basin to look for that buck I spotted earlier. Accidentally bumped a couple does. Does bumped the buck. He came into this little draw here and finally he bedded back down. But he's he's a Forky and Velvet with double drop tines on his right side. So definitely a shooter. Right now he's bedded out of sight, but we're gonna try to keep an eye on him. Hopefully get a stalk here. Alright, we just closed the distance. We're dropping our packs, leaving our boots. We're gonna go in for a stalk. We're gonna see how close we can get. We're gonna try to get as close as we can, post up, and wait for him to stand. So hopefully our wind stays good, and we're gonna give it a shot right now. Well, I totally screwed that one up. Overshot my landmarks. Obviously didn't pick good enough landmarks. Walked right into the coulee he was bedded in. Spooks. He ran at least a mile up over the next ridge. So I might go look up over the ridge, see if we can see him. Otherwise, that's really disappointing. Such a freaking dumbass. Mistakes are part of hunting. You lose focus for a couple short moments, and you're gonna pay the price out here. Seeing that buck run off for the distance really had me bummed. I could not believe I had made such a stupid mistake. As I arrived back at camp, I really tried to clear my head of those negative thoughts and focus on the positive. I mean, I was getting close to deer, and I was seeing plenty of bucks. Now it was just a mind game. I refueled, cleared my head, and decided I was going to start with a fresh slate. Tomorrow is a new day. Been sitting on this ridge now for 5 hours, waiting for this buck to get in a position where we can stalk him. It's the same buck that we cut off this morning. Really nice 4x4, and the stalk is going to be completely blind the whole way in. It's probably going to take us about 2 hours, and I think it's definitely doable, so we're going to give it a go here. Hey dear! Hey dear! Hey! It's been about an hour and a half since I shot that deer, and I knew it was a fatal shot. Followed the blood trail. Sure enough, he was bedded there, hurting real bad, and I wanted to put another arrow in him, put him down, and accidentally bumped him. Buck ran another 200 yards, bedded down, snuck into 20, 25 yards, was just waiting for him to stand, and sure enough, he jumped straight out of his bed again, came up over the ridge, was bedded down one final time, and I finally got another arrow in him. He just went down up over the hill, so my deer tag's filled. I'm stoked.